up, everybody? I'm going to get right into it because this is something that's near and dear to me and Mavericks fans all over this country. They finally did it. They finally fired Nico Harrison. Oh, man, what a great feeling. What a great feeling. They finally did it. Although I believe they should have did it last year. They should have did it last year. But Patrick Dumont finally had the cojones to fire Nico Harrison. Let's go. I need one more. I need one more. Absolutely. So, what do we know? We know that last home game, Cooper Flagg had a double-double? Nobody cared. But what they cared about was what? The crowd was chanting, "Fire Nico." The team has won 2-3 games so far this season. I get it. The season is young. Season is still young. But you trade probably the second best player in the league for a guy who can't even stay on the court. That's not a good look at all. Anthony Davis, soon as he got to Dallas after the trade, hurt. I get it. Luka was hurt. But when he came back with a vengeance for the Lakers. He sure did. What about this year? Again, AD's hurt. And Luka is out there looking like the greatest player ever. I mean, no wonder us fans are chanting "Fire Nico." What were you expecting? Let's look at some of his achievements. Some of his achievements since he's been here. He let Jalen Brunson walk. Now, think about how big that was. If you don't let Jalen Brunson walk, you don't sign Kyrie Irving because Jalen Brunson was the perfect Batman to Luka's Robin. And they both young. You didn't have to go trade for Kyrie. You had your own Kyrie right there with Jalen Brunson. Now look at him in New York. Bona fide MVP candidate. Come on, game. His fault. Got carried to the NBA Finals by Luka Dončić. I'm not going to say it was just Luka. He was a big part of it, but it wasn't just Luka because Kyrie also did his thing. And so did those bigs, Derek Lively. Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford dominated Oklahoma City Thunder that year. And let's not forget what P.J. Washington did to the Thunder. But the team was led by Luka. And he was hurt. You could see him hobbling up and down the court against the Timberwolves and the Celtics in the finals. He was hurt. But still, carried the team to the finals. Then, oh my gosh, then it happens. He trades Luka to the Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and like a 27, 28 first round pick. Like, bro, I would have got Dalton Connect and Austin Reeves along with Anthony Davis and the first round pick for Luka Dončić. Like, what are we doing? There are GMs out there saying they would have gave the Mavericks way more than that. Like, this trade was fumbled by this clown, all because he thinks he knows. I bet you know that unemployment line now, though. Bet you know that unemployment line. That unemployment line is calling your name. Absolutely. Let's keep it going. You gave the Lakers an all-time great player. By the time it's said and done, Luka Dončić is gonna probably be probably top 10 player of all time. That's what you gave the Lakers. No, they're not gonna have to really rebuild once LeBron is gone because they have their future. He wanted to be in Dallas. He never wanted to leave Dallas. But this doofus right here thought he was bigger than the brand, thought he was bigger than the city of Dallas. Bruh. Trash. And on top of that, how lucky do you have to be to luck into the number 1 pick of the draft? And we get Cooper Flag. You know how bad this was? There were so many fans, including myself, that was like, somehow, some way, Nico Harrison is going to mess this up. And he's going to draft somebody else instead of the guy who's sitting right in front of him. Thank goodness he didn't. But I know I wasn't the only one thinking that he's going to mess this up. We got Cooper Flag. We know Cooper Flag is going to be a stud. He's going to be a stud. So they're going to have to build around him. And then to make things even worse, bro drugged the Mavs from the finals to last place. They were in the play-in, but they had no business being in the play-in. So this is what the Mavericks had. A doofus. That's as simple as I could put it. He's a doofus. I mean, what's next? Now, I will give Patrick Dumont a little bit of credit, even though we know he did sign off on that Luka trade. But I will give him a little credit. He, as you can see, he owned up to it. He felt bad. What he did wasn't in the best interest of the team. He openly admitted that he made a mistake, and now he wants to fix it. I'm sorry, Mr. Dumont. The only way to fix it is you get Luka back. And we know that's not going to happen. I'm not that crazy to think that you're just going to go get Luka Dončić back just because you fired Nico Harrison. What's done is done. I'm sure Luka would love to be back with this team. But in order to get Luka back, we're going to have to give up Cooper Flag. And I think the fans, I mean, as much as we would love to see Luka back, if you were to trade Kyrie for Luka, I think the fans would be okay with that. Because then you get to pair Luka and Cooper Flag. I think that's the only way that would work for the fans. And you want to win back the fan base? Win now. Show that you can win. You can put together a winning team with Anthony Davis. We're here now. Put together a winning team with Anthony Davis and Cooper Flag. How would I do that? Well, we know that Kyrie is going to be back January, maybe February. Anthony Davis is on his way back. So what kind of moves can you make? I see one in particular, and that's trading Klay Thompson. You trade an aging Klay Thompson to a team that wants to win now. He at least deserves that. As much as he's brought to this game, he deserves to go to a team to win now. You trade it to a team that wants to win now. You get some assets, you get some picks, and you start building. You build around Cooper Flag. Kyrie's going to be here for a little bit. They just re-signed him in the offseason. AD is going to be here for a few more years. He had a big contract with the Lakers that came over. So we know we got Kyrie, we know we got Cooper, and we know we got AD. And then they did resign Gafford. So we know we got Gafford and Lively. Got to build around now. Got two young bigs that's going to work with AD. You got Cooper Flag that can play anywhere on the court. And we're going to have Kyrie. Now it's time to build. I think you start by trading Klay Thompson. Now, this guy here. Oh, my gosh. Skip Bayless is as much as a doofus as Nico Harrison, and they belong together. Wherever Nico Harrison ends up, Skip Bayless needs to be with them. Nico should have been applauded for the Luka trade. Why? Worst trade in NBA history. I know I'm emotional about this. Whatever. Worst trade in NBA history. Why should he have been applauded? Do you not see what Luka's doing right now with the Lakers? Imagine he was doing that in a Mavs uniform. But he should have been applauded. Firing Nico now is a dumb, premature, gutless overreaction to an early 3-8 record. No, it's not. It's not. It should have been done last season. It should have been done last season. Just as Cooper Flag is getting his rookie legs underneath him, AD is about to return from his calf pull, and Kyrie is said to be on schedule to return by midseason. What's your point? Nico Harrison doesn't have to be around for that. Nico Harrison doesn't need to be around for that. Michael Finley and Jason Kidd and Dumont, and I'm sorry, if also real quick, if I'm Dumont, I try my best to get Mark Cuban back involved one way or another. He's a minority owner, but if I'm Dumont, who doesn't have a basketball background, I am talking with Mark Cuban a lot. Anyways, so because AD is about to return, Kyrie is on schedule to return mid-season, January, February timeframe. The team is 3-8, bro. This team is going nowhere fast. And if they do make a run, why does this doofus need to be involved? It's his fault that we in this situation anyways. At some point, somebody's got to take the fall for it. And you know the owner's not going to. It's going to be him because he's the one that Shams actually got on ESPN and said that the whole Luka thing was his idea. So yeah, he deserved to go. You traded a 25-year-old franchise all-NBA MVP caliber player to the Los Angeles Lakers for a guy who can barely stay on the court. Boy, we must keep that guy. Skip Bayless, you're a doofus. And that's why you don't have a job either. That's why FS1 got rid of you too. So y'all could go be together.
Flawless victory.
Absolutely. Both of you guys are trash. You belong together. Skip Bayless. Don't get me started on Skip Bayless. Like, left ESPN, thought he was going to do something big at FS1, had a show with Shannon Sharp on FS1, got rid of Shannon Sharp because Skip's head got way too big. Shannon leaves him. He goes over to ESPN. He gets a slew of other people, Keyshawn and Paul Pierce. That couldn't work out. They get rid of the show. That means to tell me that Skip Bayless, that wasn't even your show. That was Shannon Sharp's show. Shannon Sharp made that show go, not you. You were just along for the ride. Shannon went to ESPN, got himself in some trouble. If he wouldn't have got himself in trouble, he'd still be on ESPN. But he's doing big things with his own show anyway, so it's not like he needed ESPN.
He's on fire!
Absolutely. One more time.
He's on fire!
Absolutely. So, again, Skip Bayless, You're nothing. And you're going to be sitting right next to this doofus. 2 doofuses in one pod.
Sensational.
Anyways, back to scheduled programming. I'm done with that rant. So, do I see the season turning around? Absolutely. I do. I see the season turning around, maybe pushing for play-in, pushing for 5 or 6. It just depends on if we get a good Kyrie. Depends, and mostly it depends on if Anthony Davis can stay healthy. A healthy Anthony Davis with a healthy Kyrie and a rookie Cooper Flag could mean some good things for this season. But only one way to find out is to let it all play out. I promise you, I'm Mavs fan for life, baby. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to support my squad regardless, win, lose, or draw. And I know there's a bunch of Mavs fans out there that feel the same way that I feel. We're in this together. But at least they took a step by getting rid of the doofus next to me. So with that being said, your boy Darkwing Dub is outro. Y'all scan that QR code up there in the corner. Show me and my boy Bar some love. Y'all know me as Darkwing Dub. Y'all can find more of me on the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast. And this is it. I believe I won this one.
Flawless victory.
Absolutely. Until next time, your boy Darkwing Dub is outro. Salute.